Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. What time is it? This is Eric with Rhythm and Views. Sorry, I was falling asleep on that last one. I'm tired. Been a long day. Trying to be enthusiastic for you guys, but I want to get some content out for you. We just did Money Games Part 2. I wanted to get Part 3 out for you guys as well. We'll finish up the trilogy, and when we're done with this, we'll start jumping into some of his less story-like stuff, and maybe check out his musical. Well, I mean, this is obviously musical too, but some of just his songs and stuff. But I don't know. We'll see. If you guys throw down in the comments. I haven't had a whole lot of time to dig through comments. Comments are going nuts on my channel. It's crazy. But if you can, I'll try to make sure I peek in there and see what you guys want to see from me next from Ren. We're here for Money Games Part 3. I heard this is really good. Check it out. A lot of rings. I wish I knew how to play something musically. Oh, this is the guy that's in the chair, huh? Got him suited up. You're gonna make me dizzy, bro. You make me dizzy. That's it. Or 3. Oh, to go dizzy again. Ready to give him some love. Oh, there's 2.
Tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly. 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man, he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17 and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18 and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 20.
Whoa, man, he's just going to town. I don't want to live like that. No, thank you. Let's stop and smell the roses a little bit. Get to know some people, hang out with some buddies. Share some love. No. I'll climb no corporate ladder. No, it's good to educate yourself, for sure, but not all about that. Really good. And he's just going. 55. Let's go back a little. There, 19.
19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval, moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the popo inside of his pocket.
Went from a brilliant child to a cartel leader or something. What's going on here? Wow. Crazy.
To the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval, moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it.
That makes me dizzy.
Blind eye from the popo inside of his pocket. 35, he gets the call. I'm sorry, son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack, I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed up, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion, heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again. Fuck.
Wow. Strings.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40, and he cursed the words, mine, mine, gimme. 41 he wasn't walking, 42 not walking quickly, 43 never running round the pavements of his city, 44 inside a palace with a mountain of gold, but those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me, and it's a version of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck the money and fame. Call the music.
Wow. That's awesome. That was really good. Hold up. Before we get into this, I'll do the violin part again here. That was awesome.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words, mine, mine, gimme. 41 he wasn't walking, 42 not walking quickly, 43 never running round the pavements of his city, 44 inside a palace with a mountain of gold, but those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me, and it's a version of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck the money and fame. Call the music. This isn't entertainment. This is real life. The way we live is lunacy, community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution?
Really?
Everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive. We're parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface then consumes till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise. "45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father, it's such a damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game.
Wow. That's brutal, man. So messed up.
What if I could build an app that works my way with base?
Many people probably live that. Gosh, what's the matter with parents that push, 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 and just drive that into a kid's head. Oh my gosh. Terrible. Terrible, I tell you. I don't want to be on this commercial. I don't want to be on this commercial. I know how to go back. I know how to go back. That was crazy. Sad. Ren is so in tune with, the harshness of life, man. It's crazy. Depressing to think about, stuff like that. And it's all over the place in the world. I don't know how you change somebody that thinks that way. Driven in a bad way. Obviously a bad way if you're gonna end up like that, man. Terrible. So reach out to your family, give them all a hug, stop and smell the roses, and try not to worry about money. I know it's difficult to do, hard for me to do, but I'm trying to keep my eyes open to see the world around me and the people especially. People can be really wonderful, man. There's some handful that are struggling. Just try to give them love, give them some space. They need to vent. Come around, hopefully. Try to support them. That was very, very interesting trilogy there. I appreciate you guys sticking around. We're gonna do some more Ren. Please drop in the comments what you'd like to see next. I'd like to do some something more fun, more upbeat from Ren. I know he's got it in him for sure. Back on 74, man, that was really, really great. These are great too. Just, man, about this kind of stuff. That's brutal. All right, you guys, I've got to be getting to bed. I'm halfway passing out in my chair here. I appreciate you sticking around. We'll check out some more Ren. Stay true. Spread some love, some joy. It's contagious. Pass it on to your neighbor. It's going to go on beyond there and keep on spreading. We'll make 2026 a better place for everybody. See you guys on the next one. If I can find my mouse. And what's with this ad? I don't want an ad on here. There it is. Oh, lost it again. Good night, you guys.